this season. He's not really a champion he leans to a lot of. He actually likes the Diana as well, so we thought we were going to take it away from him in that respect. Mundo is a really good flex pick.
The whole enemy red side jungle, and as a result of that, you know, Biopanther has a 10 CS lead. He's in good stead.
Pabu wants to take the fight too, Only, it would seem. Nicely dodges the W, gets behind Only. Good trade so far from Pabu, but is there enough damage now with Claire here? It seems that Pabu has overcommitted a little bit. It looked so good of a problem, but Pabu is looking for revenge onto Claire, and that's gone wrong.
Pabu,
it's gone wrong again.
Map states. Nice trade mid.
Might be more than a nice trade. It might be a nice kill. Chaz flashes away to safety, and now Only is in a spot of bother. Decoy might look for another hook. Oh, what was that? Only flashes forward, catches him. Well done. Hard on the attempt to get this mid tower down. Only is going to go again on top of Pabu. Gets a knock up at a nice time. Reconnected on the W, but can't chase over the wall. Never mind. He's managed to catch Decoy. There was always going to be something. Only flashing over the wall has flashed to his death. Chaz with the culling, getting the majority of that damage there. And well, Biopanther is here for the routine interview. Just wandering all over the place. Doesn't really care too much about what's going on around him.
The slow but steady.
Ooh. Well, it's a bit of a messy fight here to start things off. Decoy does drop, and that might actually be all that happens. Never mind, I've spoken a bit too soon. Pabu over the wall, and Pradith is in there as well. This is starting to look better and better for Pentanet. Only can dash away to the creeps, but he can only get so far, and eventually chased down. Biopanther does want, wherever he is on the map, there seems to be a turret falling. The Direwolves are looking for openings as well. Shock actually gets hooked up by Decoy, who is going to flash out to what would almost be considered safety, but given he's so squishy, certainly not the case here. Claire did have a Sonic Wave available onto Pradith, chose not to go for it. And so it's a 1-for-0 for Direwolves so far, but now Biopanther's decided he wants to play the game, and the rest of Direwolves are probably not too happy to see that, because he is very tanky indeed. It's a bit of a dance, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Pabu has found the entry that he wanted, but Direwolves respond in kind. Pradith is dead again. It's down to Chaz, it's down to Biopanther, and well, Biopanther is really just not taking any damage at this point, does he? Briefcase onto Gunkrab. He's going to E away, but where are you going to go? Oh, maybe to safety, it seems like, because Biopanther finally has been brought down. That Juggernaut is dead.
That was actually really interesting as a team fight, because the timing of Pabu going in coincided with Claire doing the exact same thing. So both teams engaging on each other, and the fight completely flips on its head. You know, front lines become back lines. The only thing that remains true is that Biopanther is a tank, and he did 4,300 damage in the last team fight as a tank. Shout out Decoy for getting a free blue buff. I mean, that's a absolutely absurd figure to just look at, and I'm sure we'll get to see him dealing damage in this entire fight. But the person I want to look at here is Claire, because this Q ward hops to Pradith, and it was a nice engage from Pabu, but Pradith instantly dies, right? The person who's meant to be the safest on the back line, Claire gets free access to that one and is able to influence this team fight massively. Because think about how different this could have been, right, if the kick was on anyone else.
Yeah, just felt like Pentanet didn't quite have the legs in the fight that Direwolves did, and granted it was pretty much a 4v5 from the outset. I think they did relatively well considering. Biopanther a very big threat, so is Chaz. True Shot Barrage will go through, doesn't really connect onto much. And again, Pentanet starting to posture. They have to be so careful. LeBlanc has been a real factor in this one, 3-0 and 5. Shock on the flank. They know where the LeBlanc is, but doesn't stop the mid laner from being a threat here. And Shock just blows up Pabu. Now, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know where she is, but what are you going to do about it?
This is actually currently a monstrous bio-gapping. Baron basically gone. They're looking to push mid instead, maybe still a red buff away. And the correct call here is contest and take some gold away. Don't contest the Baron, because that was hopeless.
Yeah. Look, what I was trying to say was that Claire's just been sort of... He's been dealing with the Mundo. Like, he hasn't been winning the lane or anything like that, but he's been keeping him in check. And it has meant that there wasn't a lot of side lane pressure until that point. And as soon as there is that massive amount of side lane pressure, Bio gets that solo kill, you instantly see what the response is from Pentanet.
And what we've learned is don't make business deals with Mundo.
Yeah.
You can't deal with him. You just have to accept reality. Biopanther, definitely a monolith in this game. Very hard to take down. With his third item completed here as well, Jordan, is basically impossible. Because that shield is going to be huge.
Well, what are they going to do about it? What's Shock going to do about it? He's 4-0-5 on this LeBlanc.
Well, they've got 3 people flanking and no one defending the turret. So what are they going to do about it?
Well, that's the question. And the answer is, at the moment, nothing.
The map is flipped. Why is the map flipped?
Direwolves are trying to clear the creeps in mid, but that's not going to save the inhibitor. Cupcake's behind. Gunkrab is close by. Ooh. Just Arcane shifts out. And engage onto Cupcake. Maybe not exactly what Pentanet is looking for. They don't commit for it. The culling forces Shock away, and you just think about the ease of execution right now for Pentanet versus for Direwolves, and it just doesn't seem like Direwolves can find the angle for the fight. Whereas Pentanet, all they have to do is say Biopanther, walk at them, and that seems to be pressure in itself.
Only may want to int to try and steal this one away.
Praetor's used heal, by the way, just now.
Can't get in. That's Ocean Soul denied. Fights on.
It certainly is. But is it really? Because Pentanet don't seem to be committing to it just yet. There goes Decoy straight in on top of Claire with a hook. And he might fall, but the rest of Pentanet is going to get out of there alive. Might have spoken too soon. Claire with the Sonic Wave over the wall does get the better of Pabu. And now the fight's on for real. Now Direwolves are in for the chase. True Shot Barrage connects onto Praetor. And all of a sudden, Gunkrab activates. Yeah. Well, Shock is doing a lot of damage. I think that was only 1 Q onto Chaz only. Might have been caught out here, but there's barely any damage going down on top of him. The ultimate was too good, keeping him alive. And then to the back line goes Claire. He's got a huge shield to play with. Shock on the flank is going to be a factor in just a second. Biopanther down. Decoy down. Frontline is gone for Pentanet, and they are on the ropes. They're running. They're doing what they can. Pabu might try to turn. He's really got no other option. But that's never going to work. Praetor was caught off screen as well, and that is a clean wipe from Direwolves.
There's a teleport flank here from Shock, so the mid laners are about to duke it out.
Oh! And I almost thought Shock was going to int there, jumping right into the culling, but never mind, because he's just got so much damage that Chaz is dead. Pentanet is dead. That might be the game.
And Direwolves, the team that we touted as 7th place in the LCO, have taken it to Pentanet.gg and put them potentially 0-2, or confirmed 0-2 on the week, Jordan. A crazy outcome.
Yeah, Nexus towers are going down. Direwolves, they've been hunting for a win, and they're going to find one at 3. And